Hi everybody. Lesson number 19, Hebrew for All. A system that if you follow it step by step, piece by piece, you're going to be able to read, write, and speak Hebrew. So we begin this lesson number 19, learning a chart. And I know that you're familiar with the idea of a chart. Let me just remind you quickly. A chart means that structure, like you'll see on the right-hand side of the board right now, sheli, shelcha, shelach, shelo, shelah, shelanu, shelachem, shelachen, shelahem, shelahen. This is an example of what is called, from this point on in time, the sheli chart. Okay? And we always give the name of the chart to that element in the chart that's the top word in the chart. And I always point out to people that there's a base word of the chart. And in this particular chart, the base word is shel, meaning of. Okay? So the minute you have this chart down below with the 10 components, and every chart will always have 10 components, you will only be able to use the chart from that point on in time. So for example, if until now, in an intelligent way, but in an erroneous or mistaken way, you had thought, oh, I want to say ha-sefer, the book, shel, of, ani, shel, ani, of me, you can no longer do that. You really couldn't do it in the first place, but you can no longer do it. Why? Because you have the sheli chart. So I'd like you to read down, or actually maybe you should just listen to me read it down once, and then pause your machine and do it on your own. And I always suggest people raise a finger and take it away. Sheli, shelcha, shelach, shelo, shelah, shelanu, shelachem, shelachen, shelahem, shelahen, and the definitions. My or mine, yours, masculine, yours, feminine, his, hers, ours, or our, depending on the sentence in English, not in Hebrew, yours of a group of men, yours of a group of women, theirs or theirs. Okay, so now let's just do a couple quick examples to show you the usage of this new chart. So suppose that I want to say, for example, your car. So you got to be able to remember the vocabulary for car, first of all. And it is mechonit. And just as a sort of fun question, masculine or feminine folks, I'm not going to answer. I'm going to leave your curiosity piqued if you're not sure. It's in a prior class where we spoke about the gender of nouns and how we determine that in Hebrew. So take a look. Mechonit. So that means a car. So how are you going to say your car? So suppose we're talking to a man, maybe your father. Ha-mechonit shel cha. And there it is. Your car. Sometimes people make the mistake, I don't encourage you to do that, of forgetting that ha at the beginning of the word. Don't forget that. That's necessary, because when you said your car, you're speaking about a specific, definite car, despite the fact that the your that you're referring to, say your father, might have 5 different cars. Okay, so we always need that ha there. And now what if we want to say, for example, my dog? I suggest if you have to, pause and try and do it on your own first. My dog would be hakelev sheli. And let's give you another example, just random examples, pulling them off the tip of my tongue to help you get more familiar with this idea. Hakelev sheli. Or if you want to say our house. So you have to be able to remember, once again, the vocab word for house or home. Our house. Can you remember? Can you do it on your own before you have me spoon feed you? So it would be habayit shelanu. And give you one more example, and that'll be it for this particular class. Lesson number 19. Let's be their table. And actually, let's make a little bit of a curveball to make it a teeny bit more interesting. Their tables. See those tables over there? They are their tables. So it would be, folks, go ahead, give it a shot for yourself first. Or alternatively, ha-shulchanot shelahem. Their tables, presuming that it was a mixed group or an exclusively male group, depending on whatever it was. So give this a review. If it's a video that you're watching, see it the second time, and make sure that you've understood this most recent chart here in lesson 19, the shel chart, which I often say comprises the concept of ownership. It's mine, it's yours, it's his or hers, whatever it would be. And I hope you enjoyed the lesson as much as I enjoyed learning with you. This was lesson number 19, and I'll see you in the upcoming class. And make sure you do plenty of review in the meantime. Shalom, shalom.